Imhotep. I'm Professor Momo. I have decided to come up with a way by which to solve some of the most pressing problems that we have in the black community, in the African community. Most African people are afraid of math, what I call math. Is there any reason for that? Of course not. We are mathematics. That's what is us, because our culture is count, numbers. Our culture is about numbers. So why should we be afraid of math? Well, we are afraid of math because we have been traumatized to be afraid of it. Every experience that we have gone through with the Caucasian civilization has been meant to traumatize us so that we can never claim what is inherently our own power. Our own power is in numbers. So when you see black children failing in school, when you see your child come home and say, "Mom, Dad, I can't do that memorization working. I don't know my times table. My teacher is failing me because I can't do my times table. My teacher is angry with me because I don't know my times table. My teacher is this against me. My teacher is that against me." Well, don't blame the child. It's not the fault of the child, because if you yourself didn't know your times table, you didn't know math, you were afraid of math, why are you blaming the child now? Don't blame the child. Look at the child and say there is a better way. Now we finally have a brother, Professor Momo, a Dogon, who is here to get us back to what we must know. And this is what I'm doing. I'm now providing you the resources by which even you who didn't know anything about math, you can now learn math and be comfortable, so you and your child can actually have a game to play with math. So here it is. Learn math. Ma'ath. I call it ma'ath because math came from the word ma'ath. Ma'ath means is putting yourself in a state of equilibrium. Equilibrium means balance, and when you balance, that means that your two brain hemispheres are now working together. And so when your two brain hemispheres work together, then that means you can solve problems. And math is about solving problems. This is what I'm bringing to you. So everything that I do, the videos I'm going to put together, I'm going to be showing you the spirituality or science behind what the problem is supposed to solve. So I will show you. I'm not just going to tell you multiply 2 times 2 and then I run away from you. No, I'm going to tell you why you have to multiply 2 by 2, and I'm also going to tell you where the 2 is coming from in your brain and where it's going to go after you times it, where the number that you're going to times by the other number, and even the times operation. I'm going to tell you where that operation is coming from in your brain. This is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the understanding way. This is the way that the European doesn't even know. The old European who claims to know everything about teaching you, he doesn't know this. So I'm going to show this to you, and I'm going to make sure that you understand it so you can help your own child. This is what I'm about. We are going to reclaim these numbers because numbers are us and we are numbers. So here it is. Learn math the Dogon way. Yeah, this is just a prelude as to what you're going to get. Learn how to multiply the M3 way. Multiply means to times, your times table. That's what that is, the M3 way. Now what's the M3? Well, the M3 is memory, mind, and matrix. So in other words, you are going to work with your memory. That's what I said. I'm going to show you where one number is coming from, or where one number is stored, and where you're going to get that number. And then your mind is what is going to allow the operation to happen, which is what provides the function. And then the matrix is the layout in your memory where all these things are happening. So this is what I'm going to provide you, so you have a thorough understanding about this math process. So you will understand, not have knowledge, but to understand what math is about. Then what this is going to do is that it is the fastest learning way. Yeah, the Dogon way is the fastest learning way. It's the easiest learning way. It's the no memorization way. So it is the Dogon way because it's the spiritual way. But wait a minute now. But does your child know how to write? But does your child know how to count? Well, yeah, I say no problem at all. The Dogon way is the only way to learn without knowing because the doggone way is the spiritual way. So when you are connected to spirit, which is your mind, you don't need to know anything. You only know because you already know. So you don't need to go and claim that I don't know. No, you know, because it will come to you. The only reason why it didn't come to you, my brother, my sister, is because you were not connected spiritually. So now I'm connecting you spiritually, and you will connect your child spiritually, so that problem will be solved. So all this ADHD nonsense, all this difficult to learn child that they have labeled your child, all black children, they have labeled them, that nonsense is going to go down the gutter. Your child is now going to begin to excel once you make a commitment. That's what I'm saying here. I'll now show you a very complex problem that even you may not solve, but with consistent practice with your 5-year-old, both you and the child will know how to solve it sooner than later. Why? Because the doggone way is the only way. The doggone way is the only way. That's what I'm going to show you. So this is the introduction. The DVD is ready. You are going to get this DVD. Nama.